Hey everybody, this is Hendrick Smith, and welcome to my weekly sports review here on my channel. I haven't been this video for a very long time since my last video. So here's the thing: what's going on in the weekly world in sports? What a great match in the Champions League final I watched yesterday. That Liverpool's sixth European Cup bid didn't happen, but Real Madrid retains the cup and go back to once again to retain their another World Club Cup championship coming up in December later this year. Final score: Real Madrid 3, Liverpool 1 in the European Cup final. They will play at Atletico Madrid later this year for the curtain raiser of the European season with no SD, the Super Cup, in Monaco. Meanwhile, we got NBA tonight. My Boston Celtics. I'm not a Laker. I'm not a Lakers fan, but I hate the Lakers. But I'm a lifelong Celtic fan tonight. The Celtics are going to beat Cleveland and go back to the NBA Finals for the first time since winning the championship back in 2008. Was my greatest moment of my life. Winning that championship for my Celtics, and I hope Game 7 will be a spectacular between the Celtics and the Cavaliers. The Golden State Warriors played great second half last night after win 17-0 against the Rockets in Game 6. Now Game 7 tomorrow night. Houston will have to beat the world champions at home to keep their NBA playoffs and the NBA Finals alive in Houston for Game 1 on May 31st for the NBA Finals. It was set to begin on May 31st in a week's time. So stay tuned for that. So I'll preview the NBA Finals soon after the end of this conference finals on this next video. Anything else? The Cubs are going from be favorites to win the division this year. Now they're in trouble in the first half in this season. Hope try to get some wins before into the All-Star break in a couple of months' time. Let's see what's going on since our last video. Blah blah blah. Oh yeah, Global City. My Global City defeats Cincinnati FC. I missed it last night while I was asleep. I was taking a nap, but I missed that game last time. But I'm proud for my Little City boys to back in first place in the Eastern Conference where it belongs. I'm gonna take a week off here because they got a bye week in the league. They got the Cup coming up, and we got a tremendous draw for the U.S. Open Cup, and I can't wait to go at the U of L Soccer Stadium on next month. And they will face Major League Soccer's New England Revolution in the fourth round of the U.S. Open Cup. And I can't wait to go at the UFL Stadium because I got my new stuff in my legs and stuff, that new stocking stuff. But so maybe it can help it to walk into with my new boots behind with my doctor's play shoes. I get ready for that Cup game coming up next month at Lynn Stadium, the home of the UFL men's and women's soccer team. So I can wait to face Major League Soccer's New England Revolution in next month for the U.S. Open Cup. I can wait to see those men in purple can move on into the fifth round and face more Major League Soccer teams. Try to reach to that U.S. Open Cup glory. I want it so bad since we won the league last year. So I hope the U.S. Open Cup is the best thing for Global City. Just like Cincinnati did last year, where they beat those MLS clubs in those past fourth, fifth round, sixth rounds. They made it to the semifinals, but they lost to eventual Cup and league winners and, of course, Champions League finalists, FC Toronto FC, one of the top teams of the Eastern Conference of Major League Soccer. No, I didn't watch any Major League Soccer going up, but I might watch the preview for tonight's game later tonight. Los Angeles Football Club plays tonight, I guess. They got the U.S. Soccer friendly game this Monday, and after that, next month they will curtail against Ireland, both not in the World Cup qualifying. And I can wait for the World Cup next month so I could preview for you guys for the World Cup preview. And spoiler alert, I'm not going to predict who's going to win the World Cup. I'll give it to you coming up in my World Cup preview in my next video on my channel. So, I guess that's it. So there you have it, guys. So that's my weekly sports review. I've been in for a long time, so I'll give you the best of the sports review each and every week or every week, or maybe every day. I don't know, every day or week. I don't know. I have to find out in my head so I can think about what get my review in my next video or happen to so there you so so my bad. So well, I'll give you a preview for the NBA Finals in my next video. After that, we got the the World Cup 2018 in Russia. I'll preview for that. I'm not going to tell you who's going to win the World Cup, but I'll give you in the next two previous videos, the NBA Finals and the World Cup preview for you guys. And of course, the Belmont Stakes also coming up as the one horse that won 2 wins, the Derby and the Preakness, now who will join American Pharoah in the Triple Crown for a second horse in the Triple Crown in the 21st century. And it's going to be really, really, really good in the next 2-3 months of the world crazy known as sports, as we know every day in life. Where you're a sports fan, you're a horse racing fan, soccer fan, you're a Loop City fan, you're an NBA fan. My Boston Celtics hope tonight will beat Cleveland. Tomorrow night, the Stanley Cup Finals tomorrow. I'm going to preview my prediction for the Stanley Cup Finals. I forgot one thing I forgot in my head. I said the Vegas Golden Knights will win in 6 games to win the Stanley Cup in their first year in the NHL. No expansion team ever to win a Stanley Cup. No expansion ever to win a Stanley Cup. All the expansion teams since 1968, since the expansion teams began the NHL in the late 60s, no expansion team ever to win the Stanley Cup. This could make history in the making. So I predict the Golden Knights of Vegas will win the Stanley Cup and the first professional sports championship for the state of Nevada and Las Vegas after a tragic what happened that last year in that fatal shooting during a country music festival last year that really broke everybody's hearts in Vegas. Hope can heal the city and Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world, will make the entertainment hockey championship of the world of the Stanley Cup can bring to Las Vegas for that first pro championship. So I go with the Vegas Golden Knights in 5 games over the Washington Capitals in the Stanley Cup Final. It's going to be an interesting series. I can't wait for you. So I'm out here. Leave your comment. Who's going? Excuse me. Leave your comment. Leave your comment down below. Who's going to win the Stanley Cup? The Vegas Golden Knights or the Washington Capitals? It's gonna be a hell of a series, and I can wait. And who's going to predict Celtics or the Cavaliers? Who go on to play the winner for tomorrow's night's Western Championship between the Rockets and the Warriors? Will be Warriors versus the Cavaliers again, or have a new world champions in 2018? Again, like this video, leave your comment, and subscribe for more. And of course, there's oh, and by the way, so since it's no longer YouTube has the notification bell no more, so you want to subscribe my channel and leave your comments. Who's going to win the Stanley Cup between the Capitals or the Vegas Golden Knights? The Cinderella story of pro hockey. Till then, goodbye. Subscribe for more.